In news overseas, Russia welcomes China's peace plan to end the war in Ukraine as Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping meet for a second day of talks in Moscow. In the meantime, Japanese Prime Minister PM Kishida heads to Ukraine in a show of solidarity. These and other stories in tonight's Foreign News Roundup by Meg Luna.
Russian President Vladimir Putin hosted Chinese leader Xi Jinping for a second day of talks on Tuesday. Xi is in Russia as part of his three-day visit to Moscow. The two leaders held closed-door talks where they discussed China's peace plan to resolve the war in Ukraine. Putin welcomed the plan and said he will give Xi a detailed explanation of Russia's actions. Meanwhile, the United States called on Xi to press Putin to stop the war crimes and withdraw troops from Ukraine amid an arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court for the Russian leader. Japanese Prime Minister PM Kishida is heading to Kyiv to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in a show of support amid an ongoing war in Ukraine. Kishida is also expected to show respect to the courage and patience of Ukrainians who are standing up to defend their homeland. Thailand has dissolved its parliament, paving the way for a general election which will likely be held on May 14th. Thailand's king endorsed the decree according to an announcement in the Royal Gazette. In Australia, hundreds of thousands of dead fish were seen floating in the Darling River near the town of Menindee. Local authorities said dissolved oxygen levels remain a concern for fish health in the area. In 2018 and 2019, up to 1 million fish died in the same area due to poor water flow and quality, as well as sudden temperature changes. Meanwhile, Qatar began sending cabins used during last year's World Cup to earthquake survivors in Turkiye and Syria. The Qatar Development Fund said it will send a total of 10,000 cabins to house people displaced by the powerful earthquakes early February. Apart from Qatar, other wealthy Gulf countries have also joined the global effort to send aid to the quake-hit countries. Meg Luna for The Nation.